Hi guys, hope everybody's staying safe out there. This is my 2008 Honda CR-V. It's a great little rig, as you can see. Bought it, I bought this about a year and a half ago, I guess. And yeah, it's been a great little rig. Had to do a bunch of work to it, nothing too major. Just normal stuff, mostly not tires. Did the brakes on it and new calipers on the front, new rotors on the back. Tires were great when we bought it, so I didn't touch them. Yeah, great little rig in really good shape. The headlights, though, as you can see here, are fairly cloudy and they're, I don't know what you want to call it, sunburnt, I guess. So I did a video on another one. This is a before and after. This is the after here. Anyway, I did a video on polishing your headlights, and while polish them, it does work. It keeps them good for quite a while. I decided with this one I was going to clear coat them. So this here, I'm wet sanding the headlights. Now, as you can see, that bottle I'm using, the blue stuff in it, that's just water mixed with Dawn. But I got way too much soap in this, as you can see. And I thought I'd show this anyway to show you that this is what happens when you have too much soap. The reason I had a lot of soap in this one is because I was using it as for degreasing. So I had quite a bit of soap in it. So anyway, you can see there's way too much soap here, and what happens when you do that, you're not actually sanding anything, or very little, because there's just way too much soap. Anyway, but I thought I'd leave that in to show you what happens when you have too much soap. It was way too sudsy. So what I ended up doing is I just went and I dumped that into another container, and I got some fresh water, and I just added a few drops of Dawn dish detergent to that bottle. You'll see here now, this is quite a bit better. It's not near as soapy. It still does suds up some, but at least it still does sand the headlight, which is what you want. I like to use a little bit of soap so that I don't get too much of digging in to the plastic. The plastic isn't that hard, so I like to use a little bit of soap on there, and it does a really good job. It just it does a nice job sanding it down, and as you can see, that looks pretty good. And here I'm just taping off around the headlight so I don't get any overspray on the vehicle. So now I'm just taping some old flyers. These flyers I've had out in the shop, they're probably, I'm thinking they're over a year old. So they're well outdated. So don't pay any attention to the ads on them. Anyway, yeah, just had them out in the shop, and for little jobs like this, even bigger jobs, that's what I use. I mean, hey, it beats buying the rolls of paper to tape off the vehicles. I understand, you know, you're a professional and, you know, you're running a business. Definitely you want to have the rolls of paper, but for me, this is free, didn't cost anything, and I had it sitting in the shop, so that's what I used. Make do with what you got, and it works fine, especially for a little job like this. But yeah, that's it. It's all taped off. So now I'm, this is something I use every time before I spray my paint on. I use the cheap windshield washer fluid that you buy for your vehicle. It's great, or I find anyway, it's great for wiping down your vehicle or an area before you go to paint, whether it's on metal or plastic like this. The reason I like using the windshield washer fluid is it dries very quickly, so it doesn't leave like a residue. Anyway, I've been using it for a while now, and it seems to work really good. I've had no issues using the windshield washer fluid. And this can of clear coat, I don't know, I should have just took it back, I guess, but I bought it at one of the automotive stores here in Summerside, and it just, I don't know, when I went to spray it, it just wasn't coming out right. So that's why this is a little longer here, because I was actually fiddling around with the nozzle. I thought there was a problem with the nozzle, and I think there is still. I was looking for another nozzle off of another can that was similar, but I couldn't find one. Because it wasn't coming out in a nice wide spray. It was coming out almost in narrow, and it was really hard to push down the spray nozzle on it. So I think there's a problem with the can, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I got it to work okay. There you can see now it's starting to work a little better. But yeah, I got it to work okay. But initially I did get a run there in the corner. It probably won't show up on this right now. But yeah, it's just when I went to spray it, it just kind of come all out in one straight stream almost. And I got a run there on the corner of the headlight. It's not a big deal. I can probably take a little sandpaper and sand it out and buff it a little bit, but it's just for a headlight, so it's not that big a deal. It still looks way better than it did. I was just showing you the other headlight there, the difference. So looks way better. And then I'm just peeling it off. Now I let this dry, probably let it sit for, an hour or so. Probably, no, maybe not even that long. Yeah, about an hour, I guess. I let it sit for about an hour, and then I peeled off the paper, but so it's dry right now. But yeah, you can't see it down in the corner there. I actually point to it right there. There's a little run. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and everybody stay safe.